out there the information. Very short qualifying for these guys here at Darlington week. Everybody on pavement's going to be at Darlington. Grim up here real quick. Mountain Dew, he's going to be racing, doing a little in-car reporting for us. How it's up to you all guys. Let's as soon as you can give us an update. But yes, like Taddy said last night, this is a crown jewel week. Everybody on pavement's going to Darlington. I've heard a lot of people be excited about it, and I've heard some not so excitement about it. Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I'm not excited about this at all.
Yeah, me neither.
But we'll see. I mean, we've had a couple good races the last few weeks. I mean, I'm not a big road course racer, but it was fun last week.
Yeah, I wish I could have been there with you guys.
Finishing last week, by the way, Mountain Dew. I didn't get the chance to see where you finished.
I think I finished 14th or 15th. I knew I got a top 15, and that's what I was shooting for because I'm really, really, really bad at turning right. But
Grim, can you get Teddy right?
I mean, hey,
suggest.
man, I know that'd be Mountain Dew for that. But I'll tell you right now, though, Mountain Dew, if we got another road course, I can try to help you. I mean, Canadian Tire is one of my favorite tracks. I love running it. I mean, I know we're on different teams, but I wouldn't mind trying to help you.
Yeah, I mean, Canadian Tire, I mean, it was a fun race. I really didn't get my steering wheel set up for that, so I ran it on a controller, and I felt pretty positive about my results there.
Oh, I didn't run my wheel either. I don't run wheel with road courses.
I almost didn't run my wheel here, but I started doing pretty good.
Looking at the daily leaderboard, there's a couple names up there that are very familiar. Keystone's up there, D. Smith and Coke, and I know they were helping the one and only Mr. Mango, the juice man, almost. He was definitely helping out too, so great to see that. Johnny Cash right there looks like he's going to be trying to dash in, making 10th. There's Coach Matt up there, so these guys have been putting in some work today here at Darlington. And what's up to the one and only Mr. K. Taddy? He said he'll be up here for a provisional just to help us do the dash, and we appreciate it. Oh, never mind.
So what's up, guys? I'm here.
Oh, there he is. Thanks for
Howdy,
coming up
sir.
Here.
What's up? Getting ready for some dash racing at Darlington. Interesting track.
Yeah, and like you scolded it last night, it's Crown Jewel Week, the second one. Everybody at Darlington trying to get themselves that W. A lot of these guys said, too, they just want to get through the race.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn from these guys tonight how to run that line, so I'll be good to go come Wednesday.
It's alright, Coach. I got you. Boss man.
This is not one of my favorite tracks, but it's really tricky. Actually, your passing zones, unlike most tracks, your passing zones are in the corners, and your passing zone at a track like Darlington is actually going to be on the straightaways. It's all about setting yourself on entrance to be able to get a good run off on the corners, to be able to carry the momentum and get yourself in a position to be able to overpass the person in front of you going into the next set of corners. Also, something that's going to be key tonight is going to be the entrance of pit road.
Oh yeah.
Pit road at most tracks, you're usually just able to go just below the apron and get onto pit road. Here, it is just below the apron. The issue is the track surface is not all the way down at the bottom part of the apron. There's a dotted groove about halfway up the track surface. If you get below that, you can spin out and or upset the vehicle. So you actually have to drop a good distance, almost like a Talladega Daytona width, but only having the width on the track of being Bristol. So this is a very tricky track to be able to get on and off pit road.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I was going to mention that a little bit later, but yeah, in my opinion, I know everybody else has their own opinion, but this is probably one of the top 3 trickiest, most difficult pit lanes to get on, not take anybody out, not get yourself a speeding penalty at the same time. You got to be very situational awareness, is like we've been starting to say a lot lately, to get on there so you're not hitting anybody else, seeing if they're coming down, and again, to avoid that speeding penalty, because we know some of those people out there, we're not going to mention any names, they like to speed down pit lane a little bit on accident.
Yeah, another thing is, on top of that, will we even see the green flag pit stops? I know there's like 14 guys in this dash race. But the actual truck race tonight, 24 regulars signed up, plus the 2 gas drivers that are going to advance. 26 drivers are going to be on the track at once. That is a huge field. And keep in mind, not taking anything away from these guys' talent, but this is our lowest series besides development. These are the guys that have just recently been signed, or maybe they've been with us for a little bit, but their captain thinks that they still need to develop a little bit better, so they're in the truck series. So that's a lot of trucks to get used to, and get thrown into the Hornets nest at a track like Darlington.
And
By the way,
today,
Teddy,
go
sorry,
ahead, Grim.
Cody.
Nope.
I had a question. This is actually for the regular truck guys, and Just Kim was actually asking me this. Exit of pit road. Is there a stipulation where we're running that tonight, or how they need to run it coming
Well, I
out?
mean, you're always supposed to enter the track on the backstretch and drift up. There would be this track's actually easier to do that. There's such a big gap from the exit of pit lane to where the actual racing surface is. Yeah, 100% that it's the backstretch. If we see somebody coming off of the pit lane and into the track, that means they turn dead right to try and get up onto the track, and that's an intentional wreck. So, yeah, definitely the backstretch.
Alrighty. Well,
I like what
qualifying
Joey just said.
guys.
Joey just said it's not the tricky triangle, it's the tricky egg shape. I like how he said that. Yes, you got a rundown for us, Grim?
Yeah. So before I fire this up, and I'll send you guys invites. Dark Fu. I might be saying his name
Dak
wrong,
Fu.
but he got the pole. Followed by Pro Dash for Cash, then Ford Pro, Felch, Johnny Cash, Racing Empire, Gunner. Well,
Graham,
my time total.
I love you to death, man, but we have got to get you pronouncing some names a little better.
I know.
Even over me. No offense, buddy. No offense.
I mean, at least he always originally called Joey Dissett Joey Dissett.
Hey, I got my name right for him now. I got him going now.
Well,
After
Fast
he
Claire,
reamed me
just to
out.
let you know, Fast Claire is a gentleman. Just to let you know.
He's actually not racing.
No, but I was listening to you one night, and I was just like, he's not a she.
Is that right?
No, I'm just kidding.
Alright, so
I
I'm
have
gonna
been
give you guys
contacted
this here.
by the captains, and just so any of our viewers out there that may not know a whole lot about how we do stuff here, when it comes to our development series, which every driver that you see dashing will be a member of the development series, we make them have to race at least 2 times before they are eligible to be picked up on a team. Those 2
Don't
times
accept
could
it, by the
happen.
way.
Those 2 races could happen within a week, as we have the actual development race on Friday, and then we have a truck race on Monday, the dash. So if you participate in both those, you can get your races out of the way in a week and try to get signed. And we have a newcomer that I have been spoken to by captain that the moment that this race ends, it would be officially his second race is over, that he is signed. I'm not going to get into name or speculation, but maybe we'll get that out of the way. And
Yeah, let the pen hit the paper first, right?
yeah, and maybe if he doesn't advance, we'll bring him in here for an interview after, just get his feelings on it.
Alright, guys. Well, I'll tell you right now, I'll let you know between the times of the leaders before I send this for these guys. It's going to be close. The leader ran a 30.194, and second ran a 30.272, and all the rest are in about the 3 or 4 to 5 bracket range. So it's going to be really
That's pretty
close
content.
tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be honest, at a track like this, those guys, I'm guessing, I don't know for sure, but I'm going to guess that they had a clean lap for qualifying. This is a hard track, like we said, so if you're around other cars, there's absolutely no way you're going to get a good lap in. I keep saying cars just because, right, but you guys know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and you got to be careful with the draft here too. If you're pushing somebody really hard going in that corner and you get really tight, and as we all know, the Darlington stripe. If there isn't a car that doesn't have it tonight, that means they weren't trying hard enough. But if you're not careful, it'll pull you up in middle 3 and 4 too. Got to be very careful there. So again, very technical track here tonight for these development guys trying to dash their way in for the truck boys.
We just got another subscriber to our YouTube.
That's
right now.
$3.99.
Yeah, so one more.
Alrighty, guys.
We're at 400.
Oh man, I'll let you know when to accept here, guys. All right, so they're going. You can accept to go into that race, guys.
Excuse me while I blue screen.
So, let me know when you're off blue screen.
It's 18 laps too, by the way, guys. So it's going to be really quick.
They should be able to make it on fuel. I did a race earlier today with these guys, 19 laps to a tank. So we won't see any
Yeah,
green
but
flag through the stages, but we will see it in the third stage.
well, actually, it's funny you say that because even though they may not need to pit during for fuel, that doesn't mean anything on the tire wear, depending on which slider.
They should be able to make it.
Actually, Taddy, I don't think they're going to pit at all because I just did a practice lobby with my team, and the tire wear does not drop off. You can run a complete full run of gas on that tank and tires.
What slider were you using?
I was running a 6.
Most of
Yeah,
these
I
guys
ran
were
mine,
running
and
5
I
and
had
6s,
follow.
but like you said, we're going to rack them and stack them for the first race. Here we go. Dash them in tonight. Look at how many dash drivers tonight. Big Bill, Dak Boo right there, taking them down to the inside. Car, that 2 truck on the outside, already starting to scrape the wall. You cannot go 3 wide here. It does not work. 2 is a very iffy situation, too. We'll talk about this later, too. Oh, car already spinning in the background. Can't see who that is, but passing here is super difficult.
We have Ford Pro Bomber 5 has moved into second place. That is the advancing spot. He's looking under the 52 right now of Doc Fu. Funny little fact about Doc Fu. Ford Pro Bomber actually wrote me this morning, said that he had a driver interested in joining Giggity Racing League. That driver is Doc Fu. So Ford Pro Bomber right now is trying to get away, past his own friend, and successfully so as they go onto the backstretch here. And following him is Dash for Cash, able to take over second from Doc Fu, therefore putting him now in the transfer position.
I just got a message real quick from Mountain Dew. He said he wasn't going to be able to help tonight. I don't know if he'll be able to drive either. He's got some stuff going on, so if there's anybody out there in YouTube land who's watching and wants to come up and hang out with me, car spins around right there, and I'll be more than happy to have some people. But
Angel's going to join. He wanted to join it. Mountain Dew wasn't in here, so he got a little assistance.
There we go.
I'd like to join as a race commentator, but last time I did that didn't end well.
Oh, and Ford Bomber again. There's that Darlington stripe. You got to push your issues here. You got to be very careful. It's just one of those tracks where patience and staying out of the. It feels so weird to stay out of the throttle for so long, but it's what you have to do to get a good run and not push up into that wall.
Hey, Grim, did you turn cautions on for this?
No, I did not. I forgot to. It was only black flags.
Okay.
That was my bad.
I was just wondering. I've seen a bunch of wrecks and no caution. I figured there was.
Yeah, I forgot to put the cautions on.
So, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, without there being cautions on, this is turned into a 3-truck race. Ford Pro Bomber is taking off in first place, though, so it's really a 2-truck race here for second to decide who's going to transfer. We do have a few other guys. Looks like they're doing okay here. I'm trying to figure out who that is. Racing Empire in this 13 Chevy Silverado. He's trying to catch those 3, but again, this is very difficult. Those guys have some draft up there, so they're sitting pretty while the rest of the field is struggling. Here comes Dash
The 2
for
gets
Cash
into 37.
Bomber and Dash for Cash making some contact. Dash lifts, it gives him back the room, but here comes Doc Fu in the 52 Palmar Chevrolet, trying to get up there and get into the advancing spot.
Question real quick, Teddy. I mean, I did it for the dash. Would you think 7% would be better for qualifying?
Yeah, I don't think that's fine. Okay.
Here comes the 2, the Pro going to the inside, trying to get himself a run.
At the same time, that gives Doc Fu in the 52 get that outside run. He
Oh,
pushed the 2
all
down.
3 of them
Ford
get
Pro
loose,
Bomber got
contact
very
being
loose.
made.
The 2 has been passed. Ford Pro Bomber is able to get back on the track right in front of his buddy Doc Fu. Here comes Dash for Cash to the inside, trying to get that spot as they're getting ready to go onto the backstretch. Little contacts made. 52 into the wall. 2 is now underneath the 37 looking for the lead. All he's got to do is just ride after that contact. 52 is about 3 to 4 truck lengths behind, having some ground to pick up to be able to advance here tonight. Let me breathe for a second.
Right, exactly, right. It gets difficult. Yep, there's that 37. He scrapes that outside wall. If these guys keep racing at this and they make mistakes, there's trucks that they're a little bit behind, but it doesn't take long to make it up if these guys make mistakes. 37 right there, back into the wall, Pro. And new leader, that 2 truck, Pro. 52 right there, Dak Boo's pulling in right behind him.
20 live viewers right now. Just so you know, that's crazy here for just the dash race.
We're going to skip through the field here, try to give a lot of these guys a little bit of noticing too. Don't want to take away from the action up front.
I'll stick with the leaders so you can tell if there's a change going on up here.
That 98 truck of Johnny Cash, he's been practicing. A lot of people said he was in lobbies. Racing Empire, he was in the lobby today too with these guys too. So everybody has been putting in their time. They got a nice little battle right here too in that custom 2 truck, it looks like.
Yeah, John Cash's truck has fallen into a burning ring of fire. He's trying to get it out and get his top 3.
Oh, Amore 9090. What a great looking paint scheme. I love that marbleized cranberry color on that truck, but he just hits the wall really hard. Great looking custom on that truck though.
Doc Fu up here at the front has caught Dash for Cash, but looks like he's content with just following instead of trying to pass. Just letting you know.
Steelers
as I say
loose.
that, I am wrong. He gets to the left rear of Dash for Cash, is now below him for the lead. Dash for Cash is able to hold him off though as they get onto the back stretch. Sorry, that was the front stretch. You don't have to follow the leaders. I was just keeping you up to date with what's going on.
Jumping on board, right? Tom Horton himself in that 10 truck, doing
Muted.
himself. Yep, he's muted. Dirt Dog himself trying to, he's looking pretty clean though. He's looking for, commentator curse, he gets loose. Sorry, Dirt. And that 98 of Johnny Cash comes up right behind him.
I seen Dirt Dog's Wreckfest car. That's pretty unique what he made. He got it saying Dirty Dog all down the side of his car. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good looking car too, and playing Wreckfest with him too is so much fun. He loves it. Seeing was jumping on board with that 19 of the Haley Deegan truck. That is the one and only Ma Bear. I know she's been trying to do today practice. Want to give her a big shout out. What's up, Ma? I know you've been working hard. She said she wasn't a big fan of this track too. So, but she's holding her own right now, looking pretty smooth. Keep her clean. Keep her clean there, Mom.
Doc Fu got loose off one of their exits. Ford Pro Bomber has taken second back from Doc Fu. Dash for Cash is still our leader, but a new second place driver and new person that's in the transfer position. You can continue going through the field or whatever you're doing.
Oh, nope.
Yeah,
as soon as I did that, it pulled me right back up too. So I think we went through and.
It was meant to be. Yeah,
yep.
Ma Bear, to those that don't know, you might see a Pa Bear when we're doing our development for the Xfinity and Cup Series. They are a couple. Unfortunately, they only have one PlayStation, so they're together in our development series. Ma Bear runs all the truck races for them, and Pa Bear runs both the Xfinity and the Cup. He's got a little bit better of a grasp on those looser vehicles. As we see Doc Fu in the wall here on the track, all 3 of these guys have gotten into the wall enough. If there was damage on, you would definitely not be able to see any of the numbers on the right side of their truck.
Oh no, it'd be completely scraped off of there, just absolutely burned up. It is definitely, like I said, if you don't leave here with the Darlington stripe, you're not driving hard enough. It's almost a tradition.
Hey, Burton, can I get you to go on hood cam with the 2 truck right now? Just for a lap, I want to show the viewers at home one lap around this track with, how tough it is. Look how narrow that is to the corners. I believe this is in 1 or 2. No, that's the back stretch now. I mean, the track's just so narrow in the corners. All your passing lanes are really on the straightaways. You're going to see side-by-side action in the corners. Obviously, that's kind of a given for this day, but it's just, I mean, all your passing has got to come on the straightaways. If you're the guy on the inside, you're probably doing okay. But if you try too hard not to make contact, you're going to catch that little white dotted line down at the bottom, which is spinning you out. And if you go up too high, you're probably going to put the guy on the outside into the wall, which is also a penalty for wrecking people or, aggressive driving. So it's really a fine line here. As we see Ford Pro Bomber going for the lead, gets down below the 2 truck. Dash for Cash, he's got that run on exit that we were talking about. Doc Fu, his buddy, has decided to work with him. They're drafting down the front stretch as they go to enter 1. Dash for Cash still has the spot as of right now. Ford Pro Bomber gets it. Little contact between the 2 and the 52. They both save it. 52 gets the position as the 2 goes back into the wall. Ford Pro Bomber and Doc Fu at this point in time are your 2 advancing vehicles.
Yeah, can Pro get back up there with them? We're going to jump back up here with Ford and see what he looks like for a lap. That's a good idea too. Everybody drives a little bit differently, and while we went on board with him, we did not give him the commentator curse. And just Salty Tenor says might have given away a little bit of a surprise for old Paul Beer out there, but he's getting a PS4 for his birthday, so they will both have one.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. You know, we'll finally get to see the Mob versus Paw.
The Bear couple.
Yeah. You know, it makes a little resentment though. What if one of them gets signed and the other one's stuck in development? Just saying.
Somebody's sleeping on the couch.
Yeah. Or Giggity could be the end of a marriage. Staying here with our top three. I mean, this is a close-knit battle. I mean, and the draft is doing exactly as it should. Was that it? Was that the race?
I would have to assume with the cautions being off.
Yeah, so with them slowing down like that, I would say that that is the race. Hold on.
There's Sweet Bud out there. Great to see him, one of our dirt drivers. His family up there, Gnarly out there in the field, out there in YouTube land. Great to see him out there.
As this race just come to an end, Ford Pro Bomber and Doc Crew are both going to be the ones that advance. With that said, I can now tell you the driver that was just recently signed. Unfortunately, he did not advance into this race, but Pro Dash for Cash has gone to Team Noco.
Alrighty then. He's on a fast company, as we all know. Gnarly said, "Hey, he'll come up in the booth and help out if he can get an invite." Mr. Mountain Dew, like I said, he's got a little bit of family issues going on. He said he had to duck out, so we hope everything's all right with them. He was running the chat as I was doing the broadcast, so I'll have to figure that out. Gnarly, if you can hear me, I guess the best way to do this is just create a chat. A chat, because it's always best to have one person doing the chat and one person doing the broadcast.
Okay, so I have actually invited. Give me just a second before your blue screen, okay? So you can do all three all at once. Alright, so now if you'll blue screen real quick, you can invite all these guys up and in here.
Yep, here we go. That'll work best.
Mountain Dew out there says, "We ain't lying, his woman hates him." I don't think mine's always too pleased that I'm on this game, but
I think a lot of us have that thing. I get yelled at a lot too.
What's up, guys?
what's up, guys? We're waiting on, there he is. Dash for Cash real quick. Can, oh, hold on, he's still flashing. Dash, you got a copy?
Please make you, when you come up to the booth, everybody out there, please make sure you put yourself on always allow.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Dash is still flashing on my screen. Dash, you got a copy? Is your voice on always loud? Okay, so we brought you up here. Unfortunately, we were unable to finish in the top two and advance into tonight's truck race. At the same time, that may be for the blessing. 26 guys at Darlington. That's going to be a rough one. So I brought you up here. I don't know if you heard it on the live broadcast just barely or not, but you have been signed to a team. You are going to go with somebody that you've run against over there with Knockbar. Noco has picked you up, and you will be running for him from here on out.
That is awesome. I got a message from him. I wasn't sure what series I was running.
Yeah, so he's still not certain. He's trying to move you up the ranks as quick as he can. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know. Make sure you get in contact with him so you can figure out what series for sure you'll be running, what night you're at.
Congratulations.
But definitely congratulations, man. We try bringing people up here, after they get signed. Was hoping maybe we'd talk to you after the truck race, but again, good run out there. That was a real tight battle with you, Doc Fu, and Ford Pro Bomber. That's a
That
hard
makes
name.
us a satellite teammate too.
That does make, yes, you and Puddin, Mr. Lightning McPuddin are satellite teammates, yes.
Yes.
With that said, guys, we're going to go off air now as we give our broadcast team here about a 5-minute break so everybody can catch their breath before getting ready to do the 50% race at Darlington for the trucks. So thank you guys and stay